With solving multi-step equations with fractions, we're going to learn how to clear the fraction. So the first step is to distribute if you have any parentheses. The second step is to clear any fractions, and that's the new part that we're going to learn today. And the third part is to collect like terms and solve. We're going to do 4 examples. Here's the first one. 3/8 x plus 6 equals 3 over 2. Let's find the least common denominator, and those are 8 and 2, so the least common denominator would be 8. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put parentheses around the entire problem. The entire problem. Not just part of it, the whole thing, because what you do to one side, you have to do to the other. And we're going to multiply everything by 8. And I'm going to make 8 a fraction because I have fractions that I'm going to be multiplying with. So I have to multiply 8 to everything because whatever you do to one side, you have to do to the other. So if I multiply 8 times 3, I get 24x. 1 times 8 is 8. Now I have to multiply 8 times 6, which is just positive 48. And then equals 8 times 3, 1 times 2. Now, I know you think we're clearing the fraction, and we still have fractions, but if you look at the fractions we have ones that will simplify to become whole numbers. Let's go ahead and simplify them to become whole numbers. 24 over 8 becomes 3x. Bring down the plus 48. 24 divided by 2 equals 12. Now you have a basic two-step equation you can solve on your own. To solve the two-step equation, you would subtract 48, and cancel. 3x equals, and I'm going to make a t-chart. So I have 12 on the positive side, 48 on the negative side. So I'm going to find the difference between those, and it would be 36. And it's negative 36 because 48 has more points on it. So negative 36. Then I can divide both sides by 3. So x equals negative 12. Here is example 2. 1/4 x plus 6 minus 2/10 equals 7. And of course, the first thing we have to do is look at our denominators and find the least common denominator. Looking at 4 and 10, you know that the LCD is going to be 20. So I'm going to put parentheses around everything and multiply through by 20. So I'm going to multiply 4 times because I drew 4 arrows. So I have 20 over 4x plus 120 minus 40 over 10 equals 140. 20 over 4 will become 5x plus 120 equals minus 4 equals 140. Now you have a multi-step equation, and you can combine like terms. So I'm going to bring down the 5x. 140 minus 4 is positive 116 equals 140. Then you have a two-step equation. Go ahead and solve it. Subtract 116 from both sides. 5x equals 24. Divide by 5. Divide by 5. X equals 24 over 5. I'm going to rewrite it again so it looks like a 24. And that is your final answer. Here is example 3. 2/3 x plus 1/3 equals negative 5. Go ahead and see if you can figure out what the LCD would be. Because the denominators are all the same number, the LCD is going to be 3. Parentheses, let's multiply everything by 3, which means we're going to multiply 1, 2, 3 times. So we would have 6x over 3 plus 3 over 3 equals negative 15. Now we can simplify these because they go into each other evenly. So we have 2x plus 1 equals negative 15. You have a two-step equation. You would subtract 1 from both sides. If you made a T-chart, they would both be on the negative side. You would combine them and get negative 16. Divide both sides by 2. X equals negative 8. Here's the last example. 1/5 times 2x minus 2 equals negative 10. So the first thing we're going to do with this one is distribute the 1/5. We're not going to clear a fraction yet. We're going to distribute the 1/5 just like we did on yesterday's assignment. So because I'm distributing a fraction, I'm going to make everything inside the parentheses a fraction. Now notice the 1/5 has nothing to do with the negative 10, only what's in parentheses right in front of it. So I would multiply 1 times 2x, which is 2x, 5 times 1. 1 times negative 2, 5 times 1, equals negative 10. Now we have our problem to start with that we're going to clear the fraction. So our LCD is going to be 5. So we can multiply through everything by 5. So that means we're going to multiply 1, 2, 3 times. So I would get 10x over 5 minus 10 over 5 equals negative 50. 10x over 5 is 2x minus 2 equals negative 50. See if you can solve the rest by yourself. So we would add 2 to both sides. 2x equals, if you make a T-chart, 50 is on the negative side, 2 is on the positive. So you find the difference, and that would be 48. Negative because 50 is greater. Divide both sides by 2. So x equals negative 24.